We spoke in May in Cusack Park, and you said, look, the aim was to win a few games, and now you're into a Leinster final.
Yeah, I think when I said it here, that Meath was definitely a big target for us. I know there was 2 big steps to be taken before that, but that was definitely a huge target for us, and to achieve on Sunday was just, it was fantastic. And to be in a Leinster final, everything from now on is bonus territory.
Look, 11 years ago, you were a very young man when Westmeath got to a final. What's it going to be like as a captain bringing them out here in Croke Park?
Sure, it's a dream come true, when I got involved with Westmeath, I suppose the years have flown by, and to be captain them lads out there, as I said, they're a great bunch of lads, and it's going to be a huge honour.
Last weekend was just incredible, that win against Meath.
Yeah, it was hard to put into words. There was so many emotions going through you from the first minute to the 70th minute, and to finish the game that we did was just a credit to the lads. And I think we always had the confidence through. We even said it at half time there. There was probably a few harsh words, but we just said we're going to go out here and go at it. And look, we finished strong against Wexford, so it wasn't a fluke or anything, and they just couldn't live with us in the last 10 minutes.
I hope you don't take this in offence, but last year you would have probably lost a game like that, where just games seemed to go against you. What's the difference this year, particularly this championship summer, where you're able to turn results around?
I don't know. I suppose last year was like the last 18 months have been awful. Up to this championship, and go through 2 relegations was hard. But there's a lot of training gone in there, and I suppose lads had a good look at themselves after the league as well. And I suppose there was harsh words or whatever you want to say, but no one took offence to it, and we just put the shoulder to the wheel, and we worked hard, and as you said, there was just confidence. I think we just believed in ourselves, and we know that it's in us. And as I said, we bet nearly every team in Leinster, and hopefully you can be everyone now next Sunday week, and that's just it.
After that Roscommon game, there was 2 ways that could have went. Your summer could have went to pot, and people would have said Gribben lost it in the press box and whatever, or you go and give a reaction. And in fairness to you, you went out and gave a reaction. Yeah,
there was no offence to what Tom said. Tom's a very passionate man, and he's bringing the best out in us. And and as I said, we knew that we had to go now and we had to prove everyone wrong. And that Loud game was a really, really important game, and a lot of lads were nervous going into it, including myself, because our history with Loud hasn't been that good, and it's just stemmed from there. When it's a Wexford game, wasn't the best performance in the world either, but to finish the way we did, and just as I said, it's just progression. And there's so many young lads in that team, and they're getting confidence, and the leadership they showed there on Sunday as well was unreal.
Yeah, because the average age is down to around 25, 26 at this stage, and quite a few of the lads would have played in Parnell Park in the under-21 final against Dublin a few years ago. That group is just starting to mature together now.
Yeah, and I said that there after the game Sunday, that I think it was 10 of that panel is starting out there, and I thought that was a fantastic group of players, and we didn't achieve what we should have achieved that year, and especially the year after. I think Longford plays in the semi-final. But to get to a Leinster final with that group of players just shows the talent that is there, and that will be there for the next couple of years.
What was the relief like when you finally beat Meath? Because I think everyone saw the pictures and you went belugas, didn't you?
Just words couldn't describe it. I wouldn't mind someone went to come over and celebrate with me. My 2 calves started cramping at the one time, and I was shattered. Well, I know everyone else was, but to go over to the stand and see people crying, it just showed how much. My father's like a 2-year-old boy the last 3 or 4 days, So no, it's great. It's great what it brings to the community, and we wish for more days like that.
Difficult task, obviously, this final against Dublin. They win nearly every game by 10 or 15 points here. It's the biggest task you can have in the GA, isn't it, to go and beat them here?
Yeah, of course. And Dublin are the best team in the country, and you can't dispute them with that. And everyone kind of strives to be what they are, and the professional system and the players they have. And look, we're just going to come up and we're going to play our style of football, and hopefully, on the day it'll be good enough.
Did you stay around and watch the semi-final against Kildare afterwards, or were you still in the celebratory mode in the dressing room?
We must have stayed in the dressing room for about an hour after the game. Maybe that was tiredness nearly more than that, but we seen about 10 minutes, so we didn't see much of it. And we're going to start analysing everything now this week and setting ourselves up. But look, seeing them in telly against Longford and teams like that and what they've done, they're a fantastic team, and they're going to be very hard stopped.
We, I suppose, mentioned Tom Cribben, but the backroom team he's put together this year has been very strong as well, hasn't it?
Yeah, and I said that too, that John Dorn works very close to him. He's gone everywhere with him, and he's a very passionate man as well, and the respect the lads show for him is unreal. And Jerry Duffy's in there, and Pierce and Gary, the experience of Gary in there, and he spoke a lot before the big game, saying, you know, these are days of your life that, you know, you've trained for since you were 6 or 7 years of age, so just go and express yourself. And you know, it's a credit to Tom and what he's put together, and as I said, hopefully it just all comes together.
Quite like the text that Buddha sent around as well, because quite a few returns past guys, he said the drink ban is over for one night at least.
Yeah, I don't think that was meant to get out, but no, he was right. We're heavily involved here at Westmeath. There's 5 lads in there, and as I said, there was probably a picture that you've probably seen, there was me and the 3 of my club mate. That was great. No, that was great, like, you know, and that's all part of it too. But he was right, and sure, we were all there together, and that's the most important thing.
Feet back on the ground, now getting ready for Dublin, right?
Yeah, we're just going to go and do everything, and as I said, we have to concentrate on our own performance mainly, and that's like, if we get our own performance right, the rest will take care of itself. And we've had a game under our belt here, and a lot of lads have got that first game out of Crow Park out of their systems, and I said we're going to try and keep them to as little as possible, and we're going to try and score as much as possible, and that's just mainly it.
And I imagine it feels nice, 13 and no wins last year to last 12 in the country.
Yeah, and win or lose next Sunday, hopefully it's a win, of course. We have another game and we'll be into an Ireland quarter final if we lose, and that's what we were looking at. As I said, it's bonus territory now, and we have nothing to lose out there. We're proving everyone wrong, and the lads are enjoying it, and there's just a great buzz in there. It's great to be a part of, and we were just talking to the lads. As I said, the feet are firmly on the ground now, but we want this every year now, and that's it.